So in this problem, you were given an array where prices at index I is the price of a given stock on the ith day, and you want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock, and then choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. And you will return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. But if you can't achieve any profit, you return 0. So we can imagine this problem as kind of like a graph where you have buying and selling points. Right? And what you essentially want to do is find the biggest pair where the vertical distance or the profit is the greatest, right? So in this case, it would, I don't know, I didn't draw it too well, but it would be one of these two, right? But there's also a constraint that the buying date must be before the selling date, which makes sense. So you can't have this gap here, right? So basically what we have is kind of like a sliding window, because for this point, you only want to look at these points. And once you've checked those, then you realize there's a new lowest point. And then that's like the new interesting thing that you want to check, right? So how would we code this question? Well, the solution is to have two pointers, buy and sell. Now, obviously, you want to find the lowest buy and the highest sell, right? So when you find like a relatively low buy value, then you're going to keep it there. But then you're going to keep iterating potential selling values to find the highest sell value, right? But you also want to know when you find a new buying point. So in this case, if you're calculating the profit of sell minus buy for this as the original buy date, and then this as the first sell date, next day is the next sell date, next day on, you're gonna do, we have buy and sell. You're just gonna be calculating sell minus buy over and over while you're iterating sell by 1 through the array, right? And when you find a new minimum, this is an example of sell, then you'll know because sell minus buy will be less than 0. Sell minus buy is less than 0 for this point. So if sell minus buy is less than 0, then you want to inspect the max profit that you can get with the new lowest point as the buying point, right? So now you set this to buy, and this is your new sell, okay? And then let's say you keep track of the biggest profit in the past as something called max profit. Then once you find a new lowest point, you just want to see if any of the potential profits are greater than the max profit. So what you'll also check for is if sell minus buy is greater than 0, then you check is sell minus buy greater than max profit. Right? So essentially what we have here is two conditions to check throughout the loop. The first one is sell minus buy even being profitable. If it is, then check if it's greater than the maximum profit. Another condition would be if sell minus buy is less than 0, then you know you found a new local minimum or a new cheapest buy. So then you want to move the buying pointer to wherever this new low point is. So then you'll say buy equals sell. And no matter what, you're checking these conditions each iteration. No matter what, you want to continue iterating every possible sell date. So now let's code the solution. Buy equals 0. Sell will be 1. And we'll have max profit 0. This way, if you can't achieve any profit and we return max profit at the end, we'll return 0, which will be good. So then, while sell is less than the prices, we'll say the current profit equals the selling price minus the buying price. And then we'll also say if current profit greater than 0, current profit greater than max profit, max profit equals current profit. Additionally, current profit is less than 0, that's how we know we found a local minimum. Then we say buy equals sell. Then throughout the loop we iterate sell. Alright, let's see how this goes. Accepted. Let's see if it passes all the test cases. Let's go.